What's up, YouTube? We will be bringing you a how to play Naruto CCG. This is going to be a demonstration video, so it's not going to just be like an animation of like what it is or anything like that. It's not going to be anything animated. It is going to be us playing a game versus each other. We try to be as professional about it as we can, but this is just for fun. I try to bring you guys content, and hopefully you guys like it. Remember to smash that like button and subscribe. But if we do make a mistake, feel free to throw that down in the comments. Mistakes do happen. That's why we are using our rule book, just to make sure that we catch every rule for you guys, as much that goes over this. This is a starter deck rule book. Bring it closer to you guys. This is probably the most advanced one that there is out there. I definitely recommend getting this. It comes in structure decks, the Sage Mode structure deck, and the Pain structure deck. I'm sure you can look these up online. Yeah, so we'll jump right in and go from there. So first part of this, so we'll go over this together. Each player needs a 50 card deck. You can use a pre-made starter deck or build one yourself. Your deck will consist of the following 3 types. And so it will jump into the 3 types of cards. Ninja being the first card, the first type. And each card has a card type that's going to be A, which is way over here in this left-hand corner. Ninja. B is the symbol of the card, Earth. C, flavor text. It will say something really cool from the show. What a pest. D, the name. This one is Asuma Saratobi. And E is the entrance cost. That'll be right there. The throwing star. That is turn 4. F is hand cost. That'll be next to it with the red card symbols. G, characteristics. That'll be all, whoop, it's a little blurry for you guys, sorry about that. Characteristics will be all of that. Leaf, Jonin, male. On the advanced and intermediate rules, you will find other text like growth, ambush, even flashpoint, burst, sacrifice, and other things. We will have a video for all of those. We won't be going over those today. Today is just going to be the basics, but stay tuned for the advanced rules. We'll keep going. The effect, H. The effect will be right here. I, support. That'll be right there. J, combat. That'll be right there. K, card number, right there. That is how you can look cards up, find cards. If you're trying to find them on a website or TCG player or an app or anything, most of the time the card is by this number right here. It's really easy to find cards that way. Next will be L, expansion mark. Same thing. Help describe the card, so if you're trying to buy cards or find them, really easy to find them by that. M, rarity. So the rarity goes right here. This one I believe is just a common. The N and O is the combat and support. I went over that with you guys. So this is the combat and support. If the ninja is injured, that'll be its combat power, and that'll be its support power. Combat attribute. This is an important part. This is a very important part about the cards. Down in this corner here, you'll see where it says, hopefully you guys can read that, it'll say weapon. There are decks based around what ninja types are, so you can kind of style your deck how you want based around that. Alright, and that is the description of ninjas. We'll see which one the rulebook goes over next. So next, it'll be Jutsus. So this is a Jutsu card. A will be describing it, Jutsu. B is the symbol. This one actually is a multi-symbol card. So it counts as earth and wind whenever it is in the chakra. It also is usable with earth and wind. If you're wondering right now, if you're questioning what this means, does it only cost 1? Do I get to pay just that earth, or do I get to play 1? So that 1 is actually meaning I can pay any color. Even if it was a lightning or even if it was a wind, I would be able to use those as chakra cost for this Jutsu. However, you will have to still pay that earth Jutsu, or the earth chakra cost. So you will pay 1 earth and then 1 of any color, or 1 wind and 1 of any color. Moving on. C, flavor text. I'm your opponent. D, name, flying swallow. E, Jutsu cost. I just went over the Jutsu cost. F, effect. That'll be right here. G, card number. I went over this with the previous cards, with the previous ninja. Expansion mark and rarity. Alright, that is the end of Jutsu. Going over missions. Card type. I'm sure you guys are getting the hang of this now. It's a mission card up here. And this one will count as an earth and a wind. So that'll be the symbol. Moving on to flavor text. It seemed like she has the same equipment as I do. Name. Master of the weapons. Entrance cost. Turn 3. Hand cost. It'll cost 1 from my hand. Something important about this. Hand cost will always be paid with the type of the card. So this means that that card that I discard from my hand that goes to my chakra area will have to be an earth card or a wind card. Moving on. G, effect, target. Right here. This one is a permanent. Permanent meaning it lasts forever. This one does not have a turn next to it. So this permanent will last until my opponent can either discard it or I discard it myself. Some of them will have in parentheses a turn lasting 2 turns. It will still say permanent parentheses 2 or 3 and etc. Moving on. H, card number. You guys saw that from the previous card down here in this corner. Same thing, expansion mark and rarity, expansion mark and rarity. All right, so we went over the 3 card types of Naruto CCG: ninjas, jutsus, and missions. You will need 50 cards to get started. Let's jump in. We have decks that we personally built, and these are upgraded. You can look through some of our other videos. We have different deck profiles of all kinds of stuff up. So, going back to the rule book here, each player shuffles their deck and places it face down in deck area B. We don't have one of the original, we don't have the original mats set out right now. We have other Naruto CCG mats. These are official Naruto CCG mats. They were giving out for, I believe, the tournaments, the sanctioned tournaments. But this is how you will lay out your cards. Deck area, discard pile, chakra area, battle reward area, your battlefield. This is your village area. G over here is flow of the game. It typically will kind of describe how the game goes step by step. Once you get the hang of it, you don't really need that there. You guys wouldn't be able to read it from really far away off the mat right now. If you do get a starter deck like this one, I guess it will help you on your first beginner games to get you started. This will be your turn marker over here if you had the original mats. We personally use dice. I like these ones. You can get them pretty cheap at most card stores or online. Something the game doesn't tell you that you need. I like something to help me remember that I use effects, or a mission or something that is like a permanent on the field. These are just little things that my friend printed up on his 3D printer. So these help us make sure that we're not accidentally using an effect once or twice or things like that. Sometimes we use them in our videos, honestly, sometimes we do forget, but it is helpful to have them out. As well as we play with two different colored dices. We play for one of them being for pluses and one of them being for minuses. This game does have a lot of pluses and minus cards. You guys will see that hopefully in action now, and yeah, why dice are crucial for this game. Alright, so we got our complete setup. We have our 50 cards. We can shuffle them and place our decks face down.
I'm ahead of you.
Alright. Alright. Place your turn counter to 0. Flip a Ninja Blade coin to see who rolls first, or roll a dice. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Alright. We always play where evens is heads and odds is tails, and so she run the dice roll. Both players draw 6 cards. If either player does not like the cards they drew, they can shuffle the cards back into the deck and draw 5 new cards. If the player still does not like the cards, they can repeat this process and draw 4 cards. You cannot repeat the process after this. This is called mulligan rule. Let me go over this with you guys right here so you guys can get an up-close view. All right. So we'll go ahead and draw our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you need the mulligan?
I think I do, yeah.
All right, you will be our demonstration. I'll keep my hand, and you can mulligan.
So, 6 cards. Again. Shuffle. I don't know why.
And so now she is only able to draw 5 cards.
5 cards. Alright, I think I will keep it.
Alright, you won the dice roll, so you get to go first. What?
Oh.
As she was about to make a mistake. So, as a starting player, whoever starts the game does not get to draw a card for the first turn. Only the first turn of the person who goes second. Okay, proceed.
I will play Kabuto, and it is your go.
Okay. Going over this real fast with you guys. Sorry about the camera bump. Let me show you. So the reason she was able to play this ninja on turn 0 is right here. For the turn marker, it says turn 0. Sorry for it blurring out like that. Whoop. So you will see it says turn 0 right there. Above its power, that is 2/2. Also, the hand cost is 0. So it's not required to, she is not required to discard anything from her hand to play this ninja, to deploy this ninja. At the end of each of your turns, your turn marker is going to go up by 1. That is why her turn marker is now at 1. And I will draw for my first turn. I am going to deploy Messenger Ninja. Messenger Ninja is also a turn 0 and has hand cost 0. Messenger Ninja has an ability. During your mission phase, you can reveal the top 6 cards of your deck. If you reveal 1 or more ninja cards with an interest cost with an interest cost of 1 or less that has a lightning symbol, you can discard this ninja. In that case, put that ninja into play and return the rest to the deck and shuffle it. So I will do that now. And since it said I can put into play a turn 1 or less, I'm going to pick Kushina. Kushina will come into play. My Messenger Ninja will go to the graveyard.
Discard.
My discard pile? Yes, excuse me. Some games you may hear it referred to as graveyard, discard pile, any of the above. So when Kushina comes out, this is kind of a cool combo. When this ninja is put into play, you can move the top 2 cards of your deck to your chakra area. 1, 2. You may ask yourself, well, why do you want to do that and not draw the cards? Jutsu cards are only used by cards in your chakra area. That is how you're going to make a defense happen. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, so I will draw a card from my turn. I will play Naruto Uzumaki. He is a turn 0, 0 hand cost. I'm now 4. And I will swing in with my 4.
Okay. So we will be this is our battle phase. Send out attacking team. She is sending out her attacking team, Naruto Uzumaki, as a head ninja. She is attacking me, my village. So I am allowed to choose to whether to block with this ninja, or I can just take the damage to the village. So in this circumstance, my ninja would be battling, if I did choose to battle, my ninja would be a 0 power versus her 4 power. It would be this ninja's attack power. That is a 2. And Kabuto has a attack power of 2 and a support power of 2. So whenever these ninjas are in a team together, it will create a 4. As long as Kabuto is a back ninja. If they were in a team together with Kabuto as a head ninja, Naruto would not be supplying any support power. In this demonstration, I am going to actually choose not to block, and I will take the damage, and you will receive 1 battle reward. The reason why it is 1 battle reward, we will find it real fast. If that number is 4 or less, the team wins a battle reward. If that number is 5 or more, that team wins an outstanding battle reward instead. All right, that's the end of your turn.
Yes.
Draw for my turn.
My turn marker goes to 2.
Yes, turn marker moves up by 1. Okay, this will be the first demonstration of a mission card being played. I will be playing Mad Skills. Since my turn marker is on turn 1, this mission card requires it to be turn 1. It also requires 1 hand cost. Turn marker 1. 1 hand cost. Always remember that the hand cost does have to be a lightning. I will pay 1 hand cost. Mad Skills lets me search my deck for 1 Cloud Ninja, reveal it, move it to my hand. Then if you have a Cloud Ninja in play, you can move up to 3 cards from your discard pile to your chakra area. I will add Mogui. Mogui will go to my hand, and the mission card that I just used, as well as the card as I paid with hand cost, will both be in my chakra area. You are only allowed to use 1 mission card per turn. You are also only allowed to deploy 1 ninja per turn. I will deploy Mabui. You cannot have more than 1 ninja with the same name on the field at a time. I will go into my organization phase. I can now choose to organize these into a team, or I can leave these separate. I think in this case, my best bet would be to leave these in separate teams. And then I will end my turn. My turn marker goes to 2.
Draw a card from your turn. Okay, I'm going to play that. Get rid of that.
All right.
I will let you explain.
She is playing a permanent mission card. This permanent does not have a parentheses turn. So this does last forever. Or until I can discard it, or she discards it herself until the game ends. The turn marker, turn 2. Requirements are met since she is on turn 2. And she will just have to pay 1 hand cost. She can pay either an earth or a lightning. And remember, you can only play 1 mission card per turn.
At the start of your turn, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a ninja without an effect text, move it to your hand. This effect cannot be duplicated. Your ninjas without effect text get +1, +0, and +1 mental power. Reveal the top card. It is not.
Okay.
So put it back on top. And I believe I will swing with 5.
Okay. Now that we're into the battle phase, I can choose to either take the 5 damage to my village, or I can block with either ninja. These count as separate teams currently. Since this team's power is 0, and this team, that would actually do 2 damage to this ninja if I blocked, killing it. I don't want to block here, unless I thought I could sacrifice this ninja and it be worth it. This team's power, this ninja would still injure, but still be alive. However, I would not be able to use her ability. Her ability is what makes this deck run together. It's part of the engine, so to speak. Some of the decks you can make really good engines that combo off one another. So in this circumstance, I am also just going to take the damage to my village. The reason that's okay is early on sometimes you don't want all of your ninjas to die. She now has 3 battle rewards. To win the game, you can win by milling your opponent out, where they have no cards left to draw. Or, the main way to win is by getting 10 battle rewards versus your opponent. There are certain cards in the game that say whenever they come out, you automatically win the game. Most of those cards would be considered banned. We sometimes build decks that are banned just for fun. There is no sanctioned tournaments for this anymore. There's really, it's hard to find even the rule books. There was a lot of people that wanted this video made. So that kind of shows you that the stuff isn't around as much as it used to be. So let's continue. I drew for my turn. Let's see what I can do. I will play another mission card for this turn. I'm going to discard Mabui as my hand cost. This is a turn 2 mission card. Go over this with you guys again. You can only play 1 mission card per turn. It is a turn 2. The hand cost is right there, and it is a lightning card. What this card does is if I have 1 or more Messenger Ninja cards in my discard pile, I get to draw 3 cards.
It's a good card.
It's a very good card. Sadly, I do not have a ninja to play this turn, so I'm going to actually have to just pass my turn.
Okay. Draw for turn. swing in again with a 5.
Okay. I'm actually going to block with my Kashina this time. So I am declaring my blocker. Now would be the opportunity to use a Jutsu, either on my side of the field or on her side of the field. Me being the lower power, I would have the opportunity first. I'm actually not going to use a Jutsu. So you will beat me by 5 damage. I will take 1 damage, 2 damage, and my ninja would die. I assume it's my turn?
Yes, it is.
Draw for turn. During your mission phase, there's no exact order on how to do things. I will briefly show you guys now. This is a step-by-step of each phase. If you do like to declare your phases, we haven't been. These are each phase: start phase, mission phase, organization phase, battle phase, and end phase. You will see us going through these phases semi-fast and skipping some of them. Not all of them are required, and you may not have something to do in that phase. So you may just skip it. If you don't have a ninja to deploy, if you don't have a mission card to play, you don't have a counter mission card, you're not going to charge any chakra, and you're not going to deploy a ninja, well, then you don't have to do anything. If you don't want to organize, you'll just go ahead and jump right into your battle phase. All right, moving on. Turn 3 for me. I'm going to play a mission card. This mission card is a permanent. You will see here permanent. And I have to pay either an earth or a wind card as my hand cost. My turn marker is met because it is turn 3. I like to keep my permanents way up here. She keeps hers by her deck, by her turn marker. For some reason, I just kind of keep it over there. I will pay that as my hand cost that will go to my chakra area. I will use my buoy effect and go over this with you guys. Where it says attacker mission, that does not mean it has to attack to use that ability. It means the attacker, being the person's turn who is going to attack that turn or have the option to, whose turn that it currently is. And then during the mission phase, you can pay one of these chakras to do its ability. I will pay Mabui as a chakra cost to go to my discard pile. And I will get to move 1 card from my deck to my chakra. 7 Sword Dance. Sadly, I do not have a ninja to deploy again. I didn't get the greatest hand, so I will pass my turn. Now we're on to turn 4.
Draw a card for my turn. Whoops. I will play Asuma Saratobi.
Alright.
He gets a plus 1. And then I will swing with an 8 and a 5.
Alright. So this is some big damage headed my way. Whenever you're sending out 2 teams to attack, or 3, You can send up to 3 teams out to attack per turn. No more than 3 teams. That even being, if these were separated, this would be 3 teams. If Mabui was over here, you would have to choose which 3 ninjas you're sending out to attack. Since she is sending out 2 teams, and I only have 1 ninja out, one of these teams I won't even have the option to block. Both of these teams will win outstanding battles, giving 2 battle rewards. It would be in my best interest to at least block one of them. I think Mabui will battle against the 5, so she will stay alive. That'll be my 1 battling against Naruto's 5 power. So I will injure. And then Asuma, being an 8, will do 2 battle rewards. Alright.
Okay. It is your turn.
Alright, draw for turn. During my mission phase, I am actually going to use the Master of Weapons mission card. If your opponent has 2 or more ninjas in play than you do, you can deploy 1 ninja card with a weapon combat attribute. That ninja card is not counted towards the 1 ninja per turn. This effect cannot be duplicated. So in this position, this could be really helpful to me. This could even the board up in this turn. So I will deploy using this, using my Master of the Weapons, Asuma Sarutobi. And then for my turn, I will deploy Killer Bee. Now I have 2 ninjas with 6 power. Killer Bee has 0 support. Asuma has 2 support. Mabui's effect is not valid. Valid means if the ninja is injured, its effect still works. Valid would say, where it says attacker, it would say valid in parentheses. This one is not valid, so while injured, no effect can be activated. I will attack with 2 6s. Whenever you are attacking, you must declare how many teams you are attacking with whenever you are battling. If I'm attacking with 2 teams, I must say I'm attacking with 2 teams right then. I cannot say, well, I'm attacking with Asuma, and after they declare their blocker, then attack with Killer Bee. That would not work.
Ooh, that's a tough decision. I will take Killer Bee.
Okay.
And then I will block Asuma.
Off of blocking Asuma,
Okay.
I'm actually going to use a Jutsu.
Okay.
So I will show you guys how Jutsus work. Even if your team is the bigger power, you still have the option to use a Jutsu. You don't have to be the weaker power to use a Jutsu. So at this point, since the game has been mostly in her favor, I'm going to use this time to try to do some damage. So I'm going to use a Weapon Control Jutsu. Weapon Control Tensei. my requirements are 1 earth or 1 colorless, 1 fire or 1 colorless. My deck does not play any fire. The way I will pay my chakra cost is 1 earth and then 1 colorless. Those will go to my discard pile. And my Jutsu will now work. The requirements of this Jutsu was weapon combat attribute. Sorry about that. Weapon combat attribute plus tuning or higher rank. Let's make sure I can use this. Asuma, Sarutobi. Asuma Sarutobi is a Jonin. Definitely meets the tuning requirements. Weapon combat attribute. Down here would be the attribute. That is a weapon combat attribute. It's a little blurry. Sorry about that. Weapon combat attribute. So both requirements are met. Now I can target 1 ninja. Targeting is crucial because you can target a back ninja, per se. In this circumstance, I don't think I'm going to, because this card is pretty nutty. The effects give 1 damage to the target. Additionally, if you have a Master of the Weapons mission card in play, give 1 damage to the target. So that'll give 2 damages to the target. Naruto, injured, will actually become a 4 power. And that'll be a bigger ninja to deal with. So I don't want to do that. So I would want to just give that ninja bolt damage. Bam. Bolt damage. Bam, bam.
Bam, bam.
Put some sound effects in there for him. Okay. So now that my Jutsu has went off, it'll go to my chakra area, and the showdown will commence. Since she is still blocking with this team. This team is now only a 3 battling my 6. So Kabuto will now injure.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll be the end of my turn.
Draw a card.
Organizing your teams.
Yes. I'm going to organize, put Kabuto behind
Kuromaru.
Yes. I will swing with an 8 and a 10.
Alrighty. Asuma is going to block the 8, and Killer B is going to block the 10.
Okay.
Killer B is going to be using the Jutsu 7-Sworded Dance.
Alrighty.
And I will be paying 2 of my chakra to use that Jutsu. Both my chakra will go to my discard pile. And Asuma will be using Flying Swallow. I will also pay both of my chakra, and they will go to the discard pile. Asuma's Jutsu says, target 1 ninja, being me. The user gets +3 and cannot be affected by the effects of your opponent's Jutsu cards during this turn. If their user is Asuma, injure the target. Oh, the target is Asuma, so you will injure. I will gain 3 power. This Jutsu will now go off. So all Jutsus on the chain will commence. And after the Jutsus, being both Jutsus, even though this team is using a different Jutsu. So this team is using a Jutsu, and this team is using a Jutsu. Both of these Jutsus will commence and completely fully resolve before the showdown will resolve for both teams. When this Jutsu is played, move all Jutsu cards with the same name as that Jutsu card from your discard pile to the chain with the same as the user. So I actually have another one of those in my discard pile. And you'll see how this deck kind of combos together. The user gets +3, +0 during this turn. Additionally, Expert, this is part of the intermediate rules. Expert, Killer B, I'll give 1 damage to 1 ninja opposing the user. And so since I'm using 2 of these on the chain, I will be gaining 6, and I'll be able to do 2 damage to a ninja. So I will do 2 damage to your head ninja. And both of these jutsus will go to my chakra. The showdowns will commence. My team is a 12 to your 3. Your ninja would die. Let's go over outstanding victories real fast. If this team was still a team that is this big, it would be an 8 to a 12. Let's say I didn't gain the bonuses. So it'll be an 8 to... let's just say that these two were battling here, as an example, guys. So we're doing it a little bit differently, but this is just an example for you. Asuma being a 9, battling against this team, would be an 8. So I would beat this team. If I was 5 power over, it would be an outstanding victory, and it would kill the head ninja and injure both back ninjas. You can have up to 3 ninjas in one team. So if all of these ninjas were together and they were all healthy, it would kill the head ninja and do a damage to both back ninjas. I hope that wasn't too much for you guys in one turn. Let's keep moving.
And then,
That dies?
yeah, that dies. And then this dies too.
Yep. Asuma's effect is also, he will be gaining +1/+1 for each weapon jutsu card in the graveyard with requirements weapon. Most jutsus in this deck do require weapon. He will be gaining +2 from that. She currently has no ninjas out. She doesn't lose the game yet. I still have to get 10 battle rewards to win the game. Oh, that was the end of your turn.
Yeah, I attacked you when
Wow.
you
That was a really long turn. Okay, I will draw for my turn. That was definitely crucial. I am in a winning scenario at this point. My pluses are gone off of that ninja. I will be attacking with Asuma and Killer B. Something that is very crucial for you guys. Mabui still counts as a ninja. And in the rulebook, it says that if it does 4 or less damage. So even Mabui being a 0, this ninja can still attack the village as long as they have no village. They have no ninjas in their village right now. So I will be sending out all 3 teams to attack. However, I will get 2 battle rewards from this one, and I will get 2 battle rewards from Killer B. I will only receive 1 battle reward from Magui.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
Draw
that will be the end of my turn.
Oh,
Deploy for your turn. You can't use that. I mean, you can, but it won't benefit you because you have no ninjas with no effects.
oh. This is why it's important to read your cards fully. It's your go.
Alright, I will draw for my turn. And since I'm already in a winning predicament, I could draw this out and put myself like in a crazier situation. There's really no need to add insult to injury. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only need 3 battle rewards to win the game. So I can attack with any of the combo to win the game. So I will attack with Killer B, I will attack with Asuma, and I will attack with Mabui.
Smart.
Since she only has 1 ninja to block currently, she can block any of them. Which one are you choosing to block?
I will block Killer B.
Okay. So I will receive 2 battle rewards from Asuma, and I will receive 1 battle reward from Mabui.
2, 3.
Alright. And the game is won. So Weapons has won the game in this round. Hopefully you guys found this useful. There will be another video for the intermediate rules as well as the advanced rules. I don't know if we'll be able to cover them in the same video together because it does get pretty in-depth, and I like to play it out so you guys get a first-hand example. Hopefully I didn't go over anything too fast. You will see how different teams squatted up will work in the next video. In the intermediate and in the advanced, we will be using decks that do more of the squatting up into 3 teams to 3 ninja teams and how that goes from there. So remember to smash that like button. It helps out a lot. I'm definitely trying to grow the channel. So if you guys would send some people my way to subscribe. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Peace.